Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher here. I'm going to put my email at the bottom of the screen here if you guys want to send me some photos of your latest stitches. I will have more of my own stitching, like on my bigger things, the next coming weeks. I honestly didn't feel like bringing up a whole bunch of stuff into my craft room because I'm doing so many things up here right now. But I did bring something that is kind of interesting. So I've been working on these Santa star ornaments on the perforated paper. And this is from the Just CrossStitch magazine from 1987. When I have this open downstairs on my, I don't know what you call it. It's like a pillow that holds your iPad. I put my stitch chart in front of me. I keep looking at this ad that's in the magazine. So I kept staring at it and I thought, I wonder if I could find this. It's a calendar from 1988 and it's all samplers. So I went on eBay and I found it. I had to have it. I am so in love with this. So there's a couple left on the secondary market. And like me, this person never wrote in the actual calendar. I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing some of these samplers. Even some of the motifs in here are incredible. Now, I don't think it tells you. It doesn't say who stitched it, which is interesting. Maybe they do in the pattern book that comes with it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't give anybody's name to it. I was hoping they would put the designer. Isn't that striking? This one's May. Love that cabinet. It'd be great for my teas. June. Have to do this one. July. These are hummingbirds, but their beaks are in such a pale color. I'd probably make it a little bolder. And that reminds me, I'm having problems with one of my stitches downstairs that I'll be showing next time. But same kind of problem. It's that same colored, dark khaki, and the yellow is not showing. I love this one. October. November. Love me a red work. Janice Ritter. And December. And then the next January. So it was totally by chance that I found this. The pattern book's separate. It's all black and white. It's not written on. It's not highlighted. I'm so excited. I have a collection of the CrossStitch calendars, but never have I found one from 1988 before or thought to go looking. And this is the year in samplers from 1988. If you guys want to look for this, it is put out by Just CrossStitch. And it is available on secondary markets. I just wanted to show it to you before I put it in my want-to-do pile. So that's what happened there. And I did manage to finish a third complete star. Remember, I'm doing front and back. So I have 4 more of these Santas to stitch. I am so tired of stitching these guys. But I'm so happy with how they're coming out. They're really cute. We have these really great archways in the hall, into the kitchen, into the hallway. So I thought maybe I'll do something with some evergreen, have these hanging down from the actual arch of the door rather than just off of my light in the kitchen. I'm not sure yet, but I am hopeful. 4 left to do. I have started 1 of 4. So 2 more stars to go, guys. Just 2. I gotta get it. Gotta get it done. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really, really tired of stitching these things. But on a note that that calendar is from Just CrossStitch, I got my issue. Thank goodness. I was having a slight fit. I am so hoping that you guys have your issues. If you have not gotten them yet and you're a subscriber, I urge you to go to Facebook, type in Just CrossStitch, you'll get onto their page, send them a private message, say, I have a subscription and I don't know what's going on, but I have not received mine yet. Can you please look into this? I actually had my subscription number handy, so I was able to type in my subscription number. I don't know if that expedited things, but it seemed like 4 or 5 days after I did that is when I got it in the mail. I don't think I need to go through it. If you guys want me to flip through it, let me know. I think everybody has flipped through this. There are those blocks again. Seems like every month now. I wanted to do the fall one. I haven't done the fall ones yet. Are those in my pile over here? I might have put them on the other side. So they had the fall, and now they have these cute little snowman blocks. And I'm not a snowman person. I don't care for snowmen. But oh my gosh, those are really cute. And since I have wood blocks, I might do that. Now, there are a lot of rounds in this issue, and I am so excited, and I'll tell you why. Number of reasons. I've been looking for rounds because I like round ornaments, and I think it's a quicker finish. But I think I told you a couple of videos ago how cool it is to get can lids. Now, Spools has sent me some, but Deb just sent me a whole bunch. Oh my gosh. And I did something fantastic with them. Everything leads to something else in this video, so hopefully I can find this little ornament. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Here it is. This is a finish with a soup can lid. How cute is that? Yes, I forgot to sign it. I'll tell you why. I don't know when I stitched this. I came across this bag of charts and finished pieces. You see how that's already a finished edge? It's almost like an octagon. And this was done in there. And I thought, why haven't I made this to an ornament? Probably because I didn't know how to do a round back then. But I was smitten with this little design. So I took the can lids. Let me pull up my pictures so I can actually throw the pictures up and kind of give you an idea of how I did it. So I did use two can lids. And I stuck them flat back to flat back. So the top part is where it's raised a little bit, you know, and you can put some polyfill inside that part. So I taped them back to back with double-sided sticky tape. And then I got out some little bits of polyfill and I looked at it for a couple of days and I thought, well, how am I going to do this? How are these going to stick together? This might be tricky. And, you know, in the meantime, I fiddled around and found a cute light green fabric with stars on it. Never mind the hair. Very faded, which is what I wanted, a soft one. And then I started sandwiching the polyfill to see, how is this going to work? Is this going to work? And what I ended up doing is starting with the back piece. So this part, I actually stitched to both pieces. So it's stitched to the top part of this, just like you would a round. You know, I went around and pulled it tight, after I stuffed it with a little polyfill. So then I had the ugly bits hiding under here. I mounted this on top, and then I kind of whip stitched it from the back, if that makes sense. You can see I wasn't crazy concerned about my little pole marks because it is the back of the ornament. And I did remember to put my ribbon in before I fully finished it. But I'm pleased with how it came out, and I'm going to keep playing with these soup can lids because what a great, I don't know, template. So I'll come up with some different ideas of how to actually finish these things off. Now, I have to show you the stuff that Deb sent, but I have to show you this bag of goodies. So I'm trying to organize stuff up here. And I'm trying to say, okay, why is this still out? Where was this from? In this bag of goodies, it's just a giant zipper bag. I have all of these little pre-finished, and I have notes on them. Roses Trio. Green Pot, Collection 1. Okay. Zweigart appliques. So you can get star shapes. You can get there's the trees. Some bathroom motifs. Trying to find the rose. These are Christmas. I may not have a color photo. I may just have the charts. I think I just have the charts. Anyhow, I have a load of these pre-finished sizes. I even have some stars to do some of the Christmas ones. I'm going to put a photo in here of one finished that I've done and I have hanging up in my bedroom. I know I've shown this before, but it's a similar thing. It was a finished doily, and I stitched on it. It was made for stitching, and I put a little butterfly on it. And the way I mounted it and framed it, I just loved how it came out. I actually did a couple. Maybe I did only one other for a friend of mine. I know that Soupy's got one, but it's just adorable how they're done. And I don't think I'll do that with the bigger star things. Those will be Christmas centerpieces. But if you do come across some of these finished pieces and you don't want to do an ornament, consider framing it after it's stitched. I think that would look really cute. And just get some colored paper for the mounting of it. It's very hard to see what's front and what's back on these. So this is like a bag of wanna-dos. What I need to do is to get some things up, fully finish them. I have some threads in here because I did start this. I shouldn't have the needle in there, but isn't that going to be pretty? So it's going to be a pansy or violet wreath all the way around. I don't know if I'll frame it or not. I might put it on top of a dresser or something, but I really like how it's coming out. I don't know why I stopped doing it and it went into a pile. So this actually has to be, I guess, put into one of my project bags and taken downstairs. There's a chart. So I was excited to find that and say, oh, I got an ornament done. I should do some more. I will slip this into the bag as inspiration. That will go in my things to go downstairs, so I stitch it. That can get put away now. And another thing I found laying around here that I needed to get done was this really cute Jack in the Pumpkin Patch kit. Now, this was supposed to be a scissor fob or an ornament. And I don't know how long it's been laying around, probably in either my craft room, then I know it came down to a pile that I had kept in my laundry room. I don't know why, but there's a pile there. Then it made it to the dining room, then it made it to my desk. Finally sat down and did it. This is put out by Denise Demore of DDM Needleworks. This is dated 2022. Isn't this cute? Finally done. And I love it. I left this super long so I can get it on and off. I can hang it up as an ornament if I'd like. It was done on some tiny, tiny linen. Did they tell you what it was? It was 32 count R&R Brown Betty linen over 2 using 2 strands unless otherwise noted. It came with everything I needed. It had some different Halloween ribbon. I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it had spiders on it. I wasn't keen on the ribbon. I just liked my own little gold tone because I thought it went better with the colors. It came with the finished, the fabric for finishing the back. I lined the ribbon around. I used mat board scraps to make the actual key fob shape. So I'm really happy with finishing that finally. This will be a pattern now that'll go into my Halloween stuff. It's really just a cute thing that I finally got stitched. I also wanted to show you guys, I did some more stitching on some of the cards that I was making. Now in a video I showed you these guys. These are little Stitchables die set. And I did 3, all the same. I just thought they were awfully cute. Well, there's more free charts on the site, and this is the Lawn Fawn site. And I did Santas. I thought these were really cute. It's supposed to have a little pom-pom there, but because these will probably be international, I'm not going to put anything extra. They're very thick as they are, but the pom-pom would just add too much dimension. And I wasn't too versed on how to use this letter cutter. So you'll see they're a little different. I like this one the best, but I lost the blue parts to stick in there for this one. I think it still came out cute. And then by the third one, I just gave up altogether and just mounted it on white paper. I still think it's cute. So these are ready to get organized into my Christmas card pile, which I'm trying to make so. And then to celebrate making some Christmas things, I found, and I'm trying to think of who, I think it was must have been a Flosstube who told me about this. Pashta Design. Now that is a website that has a whole bunch of dies. This is what I mean by the stitchable dies. I can't get all the pieces. There we go. So this is a stitchable die for you to make a little light bulb. And I can make a string of different colors of these. I'm thinking too, they're great for kittens, but they're a little too small for catnip bags. It should have been a little bit bigger. But these are also great if I just want to cut out one to use for a felt applique piece. If I wanted to do a strand of lights around a flat centerpiece or something. So she's got a lot of great dies on her set. And I'll put the name at the bottom here. That's PashtaDesign.com. And when I ordered this one die from her, because I really wanted to see the quality, and I wanted to find out if I would enjoy stitching this, and I do think it's cute, so I did enjoy stitching it. Maybe it's a little too poofy, but pretty good for my first try. I don't know what I'm doing. I got a free thing in the mail from her, along with the bulb, she gave me this little cutie. So this is a single dielet that I would roll roll it through on a card. So like a card face. And then I can stitch the tree. There's two ways of finishing it, either straight stitch or the daisy stitch. Isn't that cute? So I think that's adorable. So I might be playing with that. Maybe not for this year, but for next year's Christmas cards. And then I think, it'd be cute if I did a couple cards like this, had fun stitching them, and then maybe embellish them with some sequins and a little sequin star at the top. I think that'll be fun. So really cool. Her company is located in Ohio, Granville, Ohio. And I'm excited to find her, and I'm going to buy some more, hopefully. So that was a fun thing to play with. We're going to do also the Down Santa Claus Lane. A lot of you guys signed up for that. I'm going to actually pause the video and come back and do the whole wheel with you, because I'm filming this early so I can get rid of stuff off of my desk. And that was just the customer satisfaction thing that came with her. But that will be for this book, Down Santa Claus Lane. I'm really excited so many of you had some interest in this. I love it when something's going to go to a good home. So it's really exciting for me that a book that both my dad and I loved, we love so much, that's why I have 2 copies, is going to go somewhere else and get some life. I'm trying to remember where we found our copies. Back in the day, and I mean back in the day, early 90s maybe? I don't know. Ocean State Job Lot, as well as Christmas tree shops. I used to have these books occasionally for like $2.49. And we were always on the lookout for them because, of course, we would buy them. And then eventually, it came down to, I didn't want to lend my book to my dad because he was states away. And he would forget it. He would lose it in a pile. I am my father's child. I make just as good piles as he does. But I don't lose people's things. He would lose my stuff. So I would loan him out scroll frames or a Q-snap. I'd never see it. So he would buy his own copy because I would say, oh, I'm still stitching on it. I'm still using it. I'm still stitching. I haven't made a working copy yet. So that's why we ended up with duplicates. There was always that, you're not going to give it back. And he wanted to enjoy it. So he had a huge collection, and so did I. I went to the dump. Of course I did. I got to show you what I got. It's amazing what I can find there. I found this really fairly decent pick of a really great summer or floral. I don't know what I'll do with it. I might use it for decorating something. Maybe I'll do like a spring wreath or summer wreath or something. So that can go in my stuff picks. I got this at the dump. Beautiful box. Nothing wrong with it. No date on it. Full of Christmas picks and a few ornaments. Plastic. Are they plastic? I don't know. They might be breakables. But great little picks that I can use for various things, wreaths and such. Bows, beads. I really enjoy finding stuff like this because it makes decorating a lot easier if I'm doing a type of arrangement and I just want to have a pile of stuff at my elbow so I can just go through it and go, does that work? Does that work? Rather than run to a store and try to find something that maybe not, might not work when you come home. So that was fun to find at the dump. Okay, stuff from Deborah. It's a big old box of stuff. She knows I love puzzles. So she sent me my first Christmas puzzle that she and her husband have already done. So now I will do it and I'll pass it along to another puzzle house. It's just exciting to have it. It's 1,000 pieces, which I like. And I have one of these giant puzzle boards so Stuart can't get to my pieces. I have not found my perforated long Santas that I know I fully finished and I put somewhere safe so Stuart can't get to. So I'm a little freaked out that I don't know where they are. They're bound to pop up. She sent me this really sweet little card in here. Is this the wildest bag of stuff you've ever seen? Everything's in here that I've ever needed. Googly eyes, bumblebees, acorns, Christmas trees, poinsettias, owls, buttons, candy corn, everything in the world. Butterflies, snowflakes, clothespins, spiders. I mean, it's amazing. Jingle bells. It's going to be absolutely fun. She sent more lids, different sizes. She's got that fancy can opener that cuts things off so there's no sharp edges. I don't have one. I don't care for them. So it's really nice to know that there are people out there who have them and don't mind sending them to me. Look at these rounds. Those are fantastic. I can cover them with washi tape. I can paint them. I can cover them with fabric. And it's a pop out the back, pop your thing in the front, your cross stitch, your photo, anything. Amazing. I'm saving the best for last, y'all. More of these great little plastic ornament frames. I just noticed something else. She sent me a bunch of needles too. Could never go wrong with needles, especially up here in my craft room. These fantastic finishes. So you just mount the cross stitch on it. So I'm excited about that. This is beyond cool. Isn't that neat? So I can do some really cool cross stitches for these. I'm so excited about it. I think I got it dirty. I don't know how, but it comes apart. So I can either leave it like this, so it's a desktop, or I can take them apart and use them and hang them. And it's just really cool. I can't wait to have this. I need to take this back downstairs next to my Halloween issues that I've been looking at and thinking about kitting up. Here we go. It just sits in a slot. And decide what I'm going to put on them. Or if I'm going to design my own here lies, because that would be fun too. I know I have a few of them. Okay. The last piece in the box that made me scream like a banshee. I know, right? And there are 2 wolf charms. Can you see that? On a purple tassel. I'm so excited about this. Is that the coolest? She didn't buy it, she made it. I couldn't make one of these. I'm making placemats, people. I'm not making stuff like this. I mean, this is like high quality, thick, substantial, not flimsy. It's not falling down around in the corners. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't thank you enough for this. It was such a fun box to get. And I'm glad I could show it to everybody because it's just, I'm so excited. And now I can put things away, and I know that I have my little forms for things. I know I have the coolest project bag in the world to put my next whip in. I don't know which one will go in here. There's just so many right now. I think I've got a couple that I want to do on purple. I might just save something for that's on purple fabric. And we have so many eagles around here. I probably see 4 or 5 eagles a week. So it's just really cool. So cool. So that'll go in my pile to go downstairs or go with my wanna-dos. Let me put this on pause and pull up some photos that I have to show you. So I'm texting with Spools, and she sends me a picture of what her mom finished stitching. Now we're just going to call her Momma Spools. No. Hi, Pat. But Momma Spools is a pretty cool gangster stitch name. So this is what she finished. Isn't that cool? I just love this. Now this is a dimensions kit. And it wasn't to be done. She changed out like the kit fabric because they wanted you to do all these, I don't know, half stitches for the gradation in the background. And you see all those half stitches? Why bother? This is called Simplicity Vintage. It's a dimensions kit. I don't know if it's available right now. Absolutely fabulous that she did it. And I love how she framed this. It's wonderful. So she stitched it, and I think she framed it like the same day or the next day. What a lot of work. Absolutely love this. She did this on an 18 count Zweigart. Is it 18 count? 18 count. Yep, I'm looking at it. So she didn't do the background half stitches because she stitched it on a printed fabric. On 18 count, it's 6 by 9. And then she found this really great frame that was like studio decor, probably at Michael's or something. It was only $14.99 for those 2 frames. And they were like 8.5 by 11, which I think is perfect to frame this in. It's absolutely great. And she's like a master quilter. I think you guys remember what I got from her for Christmas. And it's the like roll that you keep your finished stitches in. Yeah, I'm classy. I love this thing. So she has this massive sewing room, which I think is like separate from her house. It's like in the back part of the house. We should probably get a video tour from her sometime. What do you think, Pat? A video tour? You can send it to me. Or maybe Spools can do it. But she does all these fantastic quilts and wall hangings, and she just did her own curtains, and she's just nonstop, just like Spools. Spools is constantly stitching. It runs in the family, all this talent. So I was just so thrilled that she let me show that and share it with you guys. I think it's really, really a wonderful finish. And it's probably going to hang up in that room, if not in her bedroom. I hope that she gets to look at it all the time, though. I did forget to ask Spools about all the stuff that she's been finding. I think I'll show one thing. Is that okay, Spools? I know this is something that you're... Well, maybe I shouldn't do that. I think I need to get permission first. So, I'm sorry. Sorry for the tease. We'll have to wait. She's been going to all these wonderful craft fairs down on the Cape and different thrift stores. And there was something that she found that I'm assuming she's going to keep, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her permission. But my phone is absolutely chock-a-block full with all of these eye candy shots that I can't share. I did have something else. Oh, my friend Jane down in Arizona. Hey, Jane. Wonder if she's still sweating down there. We are cold today. I don't have my heat on, and I need to have it on. She sent me a fun little box with some cute things in it. Check this out. It's a spool of ribbon. Now, I've seen the long ones, the long flat ones, but not these short little squatty ones. I think these are really cute. So I can just take this off and stitch something on the spool. This is put out by Martha. Martha Dia has put out a new collection of her Christmas ribbons. And we save all the ribbons in our house. So look at that needle even, or a little pin. How many yards is this? 10 yards. So I'm going to start using this up and then see what I can use this little spool for. I don't know how thick the inside is. I can't quite get in there. But I'm really excited about it. And then I'll keep this stuff probably in the house, or I'll send it to family who I know will reuse it and not throw it out. And then I can have the spool to play with. So thanks, Jane. She also sent this little collection of fun things. Look at these little Christmas picks. They're just toothpicks. I'm going to make like a little Christmas charcuterie board. And maybe we can use some of these. I think they're just adorable. It looks to me that there are 6 of each. So I actually have a shelf with some fancy little birthday stuff on it. I'll probably keep these with them so I can remember I have them. But it'd be fun to get a bunch of like little sausages and chunky cheese and put these out. So thank you for making my kitchen a little bougie. It's really cute. I'm going to go put some of my toys away. And you'll see me in a second. I'll come back and I'll do the spinning wheel. And then at the very end, I've got some books reviews if you want to stick around for that. After this bunch of reviews, we're going to segue into all of the Craftway books that I have. You guys really have to see these for consideration. There are lots on the secondary market, and you need to figure out what your price point is for these books. Sometimes you can find them for $2.99 from Hirschner's right after or right at the start of the new year. Like this year's book will be on clearance for like $4.99 or $2.99. Shipping and handling you have to consider. You can also find them on eBay. You can find them on thriftbooks.com. And some of the older ones are harder to come by because once people find them, they keep them. But if you figure out how many charts are in each book and times that how much you want to pay for each pattern, it really works out to be pretty affordable. So I will be going through the Craftway books soon, very soon. Have a great rest of your week and see you for the spinning wheel. Time for spinning wheel. Here's my wheel. Here's my wonderful list. A wonderful book. Let's see who wins down Santa Claus Lane. Oh, that's odd. Number 2. And it's a name I can't pronounce. Jacqueline Liebfried, 4691. I will put it at the bottom here. Congratulations. Please email me at this address and give me your mailing address. I'll get this out in the mail to you. Congratulations. Hi guys, I'm pretty sure this is the last bit of the actual CrossStitch books and craft books I have before I go into my Craftways books, which is another pile of books. But this is Floral CrossStitch by Eleanor Gross-Akowski. Now, I love this book. It is over 100 pages of a pattern and the cross-stitch, a pattern and then the cross-stitch. I did pick this up recently. I can't remember where, and I know I showed a couple of photos from it, and I'm going to show you at least half of it because it just goes on and on. This copyright is from 1988. There are no DMC floss colors. What you have is, I think you have some yarn colors. I'm not quite sure, but it should be fairly easy to match them up. They are black and white charts. So this is a snowdrop, the bachelor's button. I just love the florals in here. They do give you a couple of ideas of what to do with some of these florals. But as you can see, I mean, they're timeless. You can use them for all kinds of different cross stitches and ideas. I would love that in a hoop. Look at that one. And of course, it's for Scythia. Larkspur. It's a rare violet. And even some of the motifs in here are wonderful. Look at that one. Just sweet stitches. And I think what I also appreciate about this book is that you can change the colors up, especially if you have like a color card. Hi, Abby. Abby came in to say hello. Well, that's dramatic. Oh, I love that. Water lilies. Oh, I stopped there. This is page 67. I can tell you it goes absolutely to the end. Let's see here. That is the last page. It's chock-a-block full. Beautiful, beautiful book. Floral cross stitch, Eleanor Grosakowski. This is a hardcover. I do not know if it's in a soft cover. I mean, look, just the front of this book is just beautiful. Must be available in some secondary markets. Really happy to have this one. Got into some Christmassy ones. I can't remember where I grabbed this one. I want to say it came from the dump, but I'm not sure. I just love this for ideas. It does have some cross stitch in it. This is Gooseberry Patch Christmas book number 4, I should say. So I guess there are others in the collection. It just gave me some really great ideas for either upcycling some things or thinking about something in a different way. Got that old measuring cup. I really want to learn how to do some more types of reusing old tins and, I don't know, buckets and even cans, how to decoupage, keep the paint on them. That's really cute. Especially with some of the picks I've picked up. It's a cute little welcome mat that is painted. Some great wreath ideas. Sometimes I come across old watering cans and wonder what to do with them. There's a little cross stitch. Applique. Old sweaters, I do come across those occasionally, even at the dump. I have a red one upstairs that I'm going to use to make some stockings. Stocking shapes rather than mitten shapes. Those are great pillows. Great simple embroidery that's been nicely quilted. Christmas cookie ornaments. Now, a couple videos ago, I picked up a glass candlestick, and I couldn't remember what for. That's what for. I have a whole box of tree toppers. So I'm going to look for some different sized glass candlesticks now, because I think that's beautiful. I have a couple of small mini trees like this. I've been looking for different bases for them. That's cute, the old suitcase. Love the felt ideas in here. This is chock-a-block full of different templates too. Handmade soaps. It's just full of great ideas. Now we get into recipes, and I stopped there because we don't need to go through recipes. But you get the idea. It's got wonderful collection of just reminders and inspirations that set you off in different directions for decorating and gift giving. So that's Gooseberry Patch Christmas, book number 4. And this is a Leisure Arts. Next on the list is Christmas Handcrafts, book 3. Now, this is something that I picked up at a bookstore. So I imagine it was probably the Chicken Barn in Ellsworth. And this book was put out in 1994. It does have some cross stitch in it. And again, just other ideas for decorating, gift giving. This next part is patterns and templates. And then we get into Christmas favorites. That's a cute cross stitch. More cross stitch. That is a cat. It took me the longest time to figure out what this was. A cat wearing a bow. Next group of charts and templates. And then we go into a chapter called A Memorable Tree. More cross stitch. And another group of templates and charts, and then Yuletide tables. And that pineapple something. Oh, those gumdrop trees. I always thought those were fun. Quick and easy. And a little cross stitch. And on fingerprint ornaments, those are cute. And then holiday fashions. Nope. And that's it for this one. So that's Christmas Handcrafts, Book 3. This was put out by Oxmoor House. Then I have a very strange Christmas stocking book. Pretty sure this one came from Chicken Barn as well. This just is chock-a-block full of Christmas stocking ideas. It's fun to look at. I really enjoy the ideas they have in here. This was put out in 1998. Isn't that cute? Talks about where you source your materials, how to make tassels. Isn't that cute? Very simple but elegant embroidery with beads, black velvet. I like the buttons on these. Really artful, but just incredibly designed, a lot of these. Depending on what your style is and what you want to play around with, you can really create some amazing keepsakes. I like that red on red. That's the one on the front cover that doesn't show up too well. Old jeans or denim. I think what's fun about a lot of stockings is you can draw your own template. And I think that personalizes it. And they do offer some templates in here, but they encourage you to personalize it. That's really cool. That's nice. Those are actual pencils and a wooden horse. I have so many buttons. It's really neat to see the use of them. So that's like an old tablecloth. It's been upcycled. Kitchen towel, it's been upcycled. Maybe I'll go look at kitchen towels now at Goodwill. And I'll check also in the dump house. That's really cute. And some templates are in the back. So that is the Christmas stocking book. 50 exquisite designs to celebrate the season. This one's put out by Lark Books. The last one we're going to look at today is really old. I think this is from '73. Ornamental treasures you can make. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Not a fan. But when I open this, look at that. So a lot of these are 73. The styrofoam talks about where you source your stuff. A lot of the styrofoam ornaments that are just a mishmash of different beads and ribbons that you can put together. So these are actually great projects for all of your scrap finishes and scrap ribbons, which I happen to keep a basket of. So I'm excited to sit down with this and a pile of some of my trims and see what I can come up with. Look at the velvet. Are you eating your feet? Abby. My goodness. I was just shocked when I found it because I've never seen a book like this. And you don't have to buy a book to get inspiration. I think if you just probably Googled some, I don't know what you would call it, vintage beaded ribbon ornaments, see what you come up with in a search. That would help get you started. I look at that, this use of felt with different sequin embellishments. It looks like an old jewelry piece. I love some of these brighter colors because they'll show up on the tree better. Hopefully, if you haven't done anything like this in a while, it'll encourage you to get out some of your stuff and start playing around with it again. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. That is ornamental treasures you can make. Home library is all it says on it. 1973. I don't know. What is it, guys? So, next grouping of my books, hardcover books, are going to be my Craftways. They're all Christmas. I'm really excited to start showing them to you. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh, he's a violent killer.